This is a dragon fruit summer pudding, absolutely delicious. Now this is what makes it interesting, this dragon fruit. You can actually now get it frozen so you can have it all year round. It's a tropical fruit, it actually originated in South America and it comes from a cactus-like plant. It has the consistency and texture of a kiwi fruit. I love it particularly for its colour, and have a look at this colour. It is that gorgeous crimson colour and it has a beautiful sweet flavour too. Now to bulk out this summer pudding, I've just cooked down some berries with a little sugar. I'll now add 800 grams of this frozen dragon fruit that I've defrosted, and all of that juice we want in there because we want that to stain our pudding. So that's one, and the second one. And now to season the dragon fruit, I also need to add some flavouring to it. So I've made a sugar syrup. This sugar syrup consists of water, caster sugar, 1:1 ratio, and some vanilla. And I've cooked that down just until the sugar dissolves. So I'm just going to add about 1 to 2 tablespoons. Depending on how sweet you want it, you can add a little bit more if you like. So we'll mix that in. All right, I'm going to have a taste now. That is just so yummy. Now we can start assembling the pudding. Now this is just a glass bowl that I've lined with some cling film. I always find it's handy to do this because when you do flip it later on, it will come out quite easily from the bowl. So classic white bread, and I've taken the crust off it. If you've got any leftover white bread, it's fantastic for this pudding. And it may seem a little strange, but I assure you after this sets, you would never know that this is just plain old white bread. It's almost going to act like a cocoon for all of this dragon fruit. Now I'm just going to do sort of like a collage, if you like, by pressing the white bread into each other, starting from the base and just working around the sides until it's completely covered. So you can be slightly rough with it, just so you're pressing it in and gluing the sides together. Okay, the pudding is taking shape, so now we can start adding our mixture. So I like to start with a small amount first. So start halfway up, squish it down so we're forming that perfect pudding shape, and then I'm going to pour a little more in and just holding back some of the juices, because those juices I need later on to soak up all of the bread on top of this, because we're going to seal it with some extra bread. So just strain it off as I'm doing here and keep filling it up. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now to seal it off, some extra bread, and we're just going to carefully place it on top and squish it together. And we need to do a little cut and paste here. So we'll cut this bread into little fingers and then finish off our collage. So a bit of bread there, done. Okay, now for the juices, we're just going to carefully pour that over, a few generous spoonfuls of it so it's completely submerged in the liquid. It's okay if some of the dragon fruit goes on top of it, it will start to dissolve into the bread too. Ooh, it's good. Okay, we're going to seal this up and we'll gather up the cling film and just fold it over the pudding so it's completely sealed. And squish it down just gently because you don't want it to overflow. And now to add some pressure to this so it really does form that perfect shape, we're going to place a heavy souffle dish on top, and this goes into the fridge. Now you want to ideally leave it in the fridge for 6 hours, or even better, overnight. Look how much this pudding has changed. It's completely stained the bread. It almost looks like dye, doesn't it? But it's all natural. So now we need to take it out of the bowl, and lucky we have that cling wrap. So we'll just carefully remove it from the top. Just being gentle with it because it's quite sticky now, because all of that dragon fruit juice has come to the surface. Now I'll place a plate, a flat plate, just like this one, on top, and turning with confidence. Pop that on our plate. Give it a bit of a tap for good luck. And then we're going to just lift it off very carefully. Ta-da! Look at that. I'm so happy with that result. It is just gorgeous. The colour gets me every single time. Now you can serve it as is, or I've reserved some of the dragon fruit to add to the top because it's such a special fruit, and just let it just fall over the sides. That is just spectacular. A no-cook pudding, so simple to prepare. Do it a few days ahead of time. It's going to be even better. Delicious. Usually just done with berries, but why not try it with dragon fruit? It works so nicely, and you simply need to serve it with some whipped cream. So delicious.